in front of you. From the letters of Paul, come give us a call. Heard you on a scope, then we cutting two. It is corner of the week, then topic one. Might as well dive right up in topic two. And it's Thursday night, better come tune in. Yeah, the rain's on the wall, too wonderful. We going live on the big screen. Tallahassee Camp doing big things. For the people, yeah, the promise be fishing. You ain't tuned in, you gon' miss it. Pay attention, man, you better go listen. For the 12, yeah, you know we on a mission. What's going on, yeah, we gon' list it. In time news out to the missiles. In front of you. From the letters of Paul, come give us a call. Heard you on a scope, then we cutting two. It is corner of the week, then topic one. Might as well dive right up in topic two. And it's Thursday night, better come tune in. Yeah, the rain's on the wall, too wonderful. We going live on the big screen. Tallahassee Camp doing big things. For the people, yeah, the promise be fishing. You ain't tuned in, you gon' miss it. Pay attention, man, you better go listen. For the 12, yeah, you know we on a mission. What's going on, yeah, we gon' list it. In time news out to the missiles. End time news in front of you. From the letters of Paul, come give us a call. Heard you wanna scoff, then we came too. Did it school of the week, then topic 1. Might as well dive right up in then topic 2. And it's Thursday night, better come tune in. Yeah, the rain's on the wall, too wonderful. We going live on the big screen. Tallahassee Camp doing big things. For the people, yeah, the promise be fishing. You ain't tuned in, you gon' miss it. Pay attention, man, you better go listen. For the 12, yeah, you know we on a mission. What's going on, yeah, we gon' list it. End time news out to the missiles. In front of you. From the letters of Paul, come give us a call. Heard you wanna scoff, then we came too. Did it school of the week, then topic 1. Might as well dive right up in then topic 2. And it's Thursday night, better come tune in. Yeah, the rain's on the wall, too wonderful. We going live on the big screen. Tallahassee Camp doing big things. For the people, yeah, the promise be fishing. You ain't tuned in, you gon' miss it. Pay attention, man, you better go listen. For the 12, yeah, you know we on a mission. What's going on, yeah, we gon' list it. End time news out to the missiles.
Naraya, you the GOAT, boy. Shalom. I'm Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ, and today I'd like to present a sit-down discussion with the Jewish community. There's a lot of controversy. There's much hatred that you have towards us. We're the prophets of the one true God. So what we'd like to do is sit down with several of your leading Jewish personalities. The rest of you just stand by. Sit back, move out the way. We want to sit down with Yitzhak Yosef, who called black people monkeys. He's number one.
לא הכו כושים מברכים, אלא צריך שיהיה כושי שאבא שלו ואימא שלו לבנים, איפה אתה תדע? אם אתה יודע, גופה שאתה יודע, ואתה יצא להם בן קוף, יצא להם בן ככה.
Number two, we like to sit down with Jonathan Green Black of the Anti-Defamation League. You have so much to say on the Breakfast Club in alluding that we have shot and murdered people in New Jersey. We want to sit down and discuss with you to produce your cause.
And look, they're entitled to their beliefs until that justifies shooting Jewish people with pellet guns on Staten Island. Or like, this is December. 3 years ago, December 2019, two black Hebrew Israelites went into a kosher supermarket in Jersey City and killed 3 people because they said they weren't real Jews.
Wow.
Shot them cold dead in a kosher supermarket.
Prove what those lies you have said. We want to sit down with the SPLC, Margaret Huang, Ann Beeson. You also pushed the lie that we have murdered people in New Jersey, so forth and so on. We want to sit down with APOC, Howard Core, and Lillian Pincus. Also, that latest group, the Canary Mission. We want to sit down with Adam Milstein and Howard D. Sterling.
When Tony asked about Canary Mission.
Who are the people involved with them?
It's him. That's him.
Adam Milstein.
Yeah, I don't know who he hired to oversee it. Adam Milstein. He's the guy who funds it.
We need to expose the fact that they're anti everything we believe in. We need to put them on the run.
So Adam Milstein, he funds the Israel Project and he's funding the Canary Mission website.
Yeah, which is interesting because it makes it seem as though we're a part of it, but we're not.
We'd like to sit down with all of you. If all, one for all and all for one, however you want to do it. But we will sit down with you. So don't say we're running from you, we're trying to evade you. No, we're not. Okay? Reach us, call us at 1-855-484-4842, extension 7023. Or by email, israel@israelunite.org. All right? The scriptures say, if at all possible, be at peace with all men. And that's what we endeavor to do. So Jewish community, have a sit down with us. Let's have an open discussion publicly. All right? Shalom.
Y'all all right? Y'all chopping and screwing it back there?
All right now.
Woo! IT. They starting early. They starting early. Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ bless. This is Israel United in Christ, and this is your Writings on the Wall radio show. To my right.
Hey, Shalom family, Officer Obadiah.
Uh-oh.
Shalom Israel, Officer Elijah.
Shalom Israel, Officer Sampson.
This is your place for end time news.
Yes, it is.
All praises. It is your end. Look at me. Shoot. It's your place for end times news. All praise to the Most High. We back, man.
Right.
We was gone for a week. You know, we had to observe the new moon, and that's all right.
That's all right.
All right, but we back today with another action-packed show that we about to bring forth.
That's right.
Officer Sampson, man, what's
Yes, sir. Yes,
what
sir.
went on this week, man?
Yes, sir. What went on this week with the prophets? We had went to you remember we had went to the bowling alley for the unity of the brothers.
Yeah, that was good.
That's
That was
right.
good.
That's-
Good times.
Especially in the day and this time, like all this chaos going on. Bible told us to get together, so we're gonna keep the unity because God, He ordained unity.
Better said.
Mm-hmm.
So all praise to
What
the Most High
happened
God.
at the bowling alley, though?
Oh. You know, hey, Cal, you pretty good. Cal.
Huh? What happened? Say that for the people. Turn his mic up.
If y'all want to see some good bowling, hey, Captain Manatha, he pretty good in bowling.
I'm all right.
No. Let them see it. 'Cause they bowl.
That's all right. Yeah, he whooped us.
That's all. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't say all of that. You know, I wouldn't be oppressing my brother. I would. I got a few victories. I say that. Got a few victories.
Damn.
But man, all praises, man. We also went to Tampa.
Right.
Captain Tazawan down there.
All praises.
They had a music festival, right?
Right.
Yeah, man. Had a music festival. Had a good turnout. So all praise to the Father.
That's right.
The word definitely went out strong.
Thanks.
What else, Sam? Man, I know we about to jump into.
know
I
what
always want to give my Officer Sampson his opportunity. Tell us what happened in the week. Go ahead,
And
man.
you know what I'm getting tired of looking at, Cap?
What?
And most I got gonna destroy these sodomites. Bring it out.
Oh.
Sodomite men that come into these women's sports.
Oh,
And he broke his-
hey, I seen that. IT. Hey, I saw that, man. That was crazy.
Yes.
Can y'all find that, please? It was the MMA, right?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Bro.
If you need it out for it
have
again.
mercy. Bruh, he dropped on her head and broke her skull.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, this thing is getting out of hand, man. He ain't lying about that. IT, let me know, because I want to pull that clip real quick. Go ahead, officer.
No, I was gonna say I'll forward it.
Y'all looking for it too?
I have it.
Y'all ain't got it yet?
I'll forward it.
Okay. But yeah, man, what else? You know, what's up, Elijah? You ain't said nothing yet.
All praise it. Well, Cap, I'm just excited about all the news finna come out right now, Cap. It's crazy what's going on in the world right now. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all prepare for a lot of information. Matter of fact, you might want to pull out your pens and paper and take some notes.
Yeah, man. IT, how we looking, man? We trying to kill time. All right. You got it? Okay. All right, pull it up, because we got to jump into the weather report.
That's right.
All right, so we good, right? All right.
Stop, man, because the women, they are not united on this.
On the knees and that's it. Falling.
Watch this.
Fox delivering the knees and that's it. Falling. Fox.
Stop. So if y'all don't understand what just happened, go back to the clip, please.
Come on now,
The
dog.
person on the ground, that's a female,
on,
right?
man.
Yes, sir.
Rewind it a little bit. The light-skinned one is a man.
What is wrong?
So they allowed this man in the ring with a female.
Right.
Wait,
All
no,
right,
wait,
because
what?
they're pushing that, like you said, that transgender stuff, right?
This
All right,
is
play that.
ridiculous.
Watch this.
Fox delivering the knees and that's it. Falling. Fox. Holy cow. Game over. Wow. And a quick finish.
Now, that's the biological woman right there. Knocked out, not cold, but knocked out, dazed, and confused right there.
First.
Now, I do believe, I'm going to go back.
Now, for the second time, we ain't finna, this is not what the show's about today.
Right,
But give me a quick script, 1 Peter 3:7. Bruh, she had damage to her skull.
Right.
When he knocked out like that, it broke her skull. Showing you what? This is not of God.
That's right.
This is a creation of man. Like I say in Ecclesiastes 7 and 29.
Right.
He made us correct. But man sought out many inventions. Right. I'll read that script for me real quick.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
Come on, read faster.
Giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel.
As unto the what?
Weaker vessel.
The scripture says that the sisters, they're the weaker vessel. But according to Esau and their wicked imaginations, they say that what? If you're a man with a rod and you want to be a woman, that's okay.
Right.
That's what that's the trans agenda that's out there today. What you can see is very dangerous. Very dangerous, man. But hey, let's do this for the sake of time. Let's get into today's weather report. IT, you ready? Oh gosh, I don't know. It didn't sound too confident back there. All right, play the clip. All right, you tune in to the World Weather Report brought to you by the Writings on the Wall radio show. I don't know what IT is doing right now. All of that is on the screen. Y'all got to get it. I had a feeling they was on some stuff today.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to need y'all to get that together. All right, they got it up now. Give me a script real quick. Matthew 24. It's been a minute, but the storms did not stop.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
No.
We're gonna need help with the transition guy back there because he's playing videos and he doesn't have me on the screen. I don't know what's going on back there.
Come on,
but we're gonna have to get this together today.
Let's go out.
All right. Can you give me a script? Matthew 24, verse 7. Give me that real quick.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 7.
Come on.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Right. It says in these last days there'll be famine, pestilence, earthquakes. We see various different types of storms as well in these last days. And we missed a week, so we got set back a little bit. So we're going to run through these pretty quickly, actually, leading up to the next segment. So give me the first one. As many of y'all heard, Jackson had a terrible tornado not too long ago. Probably like 2 weeks ago, right? Something like that. 2 weeks ago. So pull that up for us, please. Read that for me.
This is CBSNews.com. Tornado causes damage in rural Mississippi as storm batters south.
I don't know what they're doing today. Goodness. Scroll down, please. All right, read that. Make it bigger for us. Oh, gosh.
Great for IT.
Yeah, you have to. Ooh. And people always been a comment. Why you so mean to IT? You gotta get rid. Hey, y'all need to be quiet. Say it. You need to be nice to the IT. For what? Stay in the spirit, brothers.
No,
Come on, man. We trying to edify the people. Come on. Right. Read that for us, please.
A strong tornado tore through a rural area of the Mississippi Delta on Friday night, causing injuries, widespread damage, and downing power lines as severe weather that produced hail the size of golf balls moved through several southern states. The National Weather Service confirmed the tornado caused damage about 60 miles northeast of Jackson, Mississippi.
Right. So you had a terrible tornado come through Jackson, Mississippi, and surrounding areas as well. There was also one that took place, was that in Missouri? Y'all got that for me, IT?
Bring it on.
Okay, let's play that clip real quick.
The severe weather threat for millions at this hour. 8 states on alert from Louisiana to Pennsylvania. 11 reported tornadoes already in the last 24 hours, leaving a trail of destruction, claiming 5 lives and now tracking east. The stunning images, this rope tornado speeding across a field near Des Moines, Iowa. One of 2 tornadoes touching down near Table Grove, Illinois, spinning debris into the air. A funnel cloud seen through the cracked windshield of a speeding vehicle. Trees and power lines downed across a wide path. But Glen Allen, Missouri is among the hardest hit. Homes destroyed and those 5 people killed by an EF2 that struck just before dawn. This
all right, so you can put that down. So we had one in Jackson. You had another one in Missouri right here. Let's get to the 2 earthquakes. These ones are actually more recent. We just wanted to catch up a little bit. Right. Like I said in Matthew 24 and 7, you're going to start seeing these earthquakes happen more frequently. All right, so let's get into that. Pull it up for us.
This is News4.com. USGS 4.0 magnitude earthquake recorded in Oklahoma.
It says a 4.0 magnitude earthquake was recorded in Oklahoma. Read that for us, please.
Some Oklahomians woke up to a bit of shaky early Thursday morning. Just before 4 a.m. on Thursday, the U.S. Geological Survey recorded a 4.0 magnitude earthquake. Initially, the USGS recorded the earthquake at a 4.2 magnitude, but it was downgraded to a 4.0 a few hours later. The epicenter was located about 3 miles east of Kearney. However, it was felt across the state. The USGS also recorded a 3.3 magnitude earthquake just a few minutes later. That quake was felt at 4:16 a.m. with the epicenter about 2.5 miles from Kearney.
Yeah, give me that one real quick, 2 Ezra 9. This is always a good one right here. This is your place for end times news.
That's right.
So we got to keep you abreast with the times. So read that verse for us real quick.
That's right.
2 Ezra 9, start at verse 1. Come on.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right. When you read 2 Ezra 14, it talks about how the give me that real quick. 2 Ezra 14, it talks about how the earth is divided into 12 parts, right? Yes, Bishop touched this not too long ago. All right, but that's how we got to measure this thing. That was during the time of Ezra, okay? So we're present day 2023. So we're what? Further along at this point. Right. The 11th hour began when Christ ascended. When you read the book of Acts, that was to the northern kingdom. That was the 11th hour. Message. So we're starting to what? These prophecies are unfolding, but most importantly, we're getting closer. Read that verse for me.
That's right.
You don't know what I want, do you? Oh, gosh. Give me a second. Yeah, you're right. 2 Ezra chapter 14, it give me verse 11. Watch this, y'all.
The book of 2 Ezra.
Start at 10. Watch this.
Chapter 14 and verse 10.
Come on.
For the world has lost its youth, and the times begin to wax old.
Read faster.
For the world is divided into 12 parts.
You see that the world's divided into 12 parts. And what I'm going to do for the sake of time, because we only got so much time on this segment, I'm going to read this, 2 Ezra 9 and 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. Meaning what? Certain things had to come to pass. Right. And when they do come to pass, that's how we're able to gauge where we are in the whole grand scheme of things, right? Verse 2, it says, then shalt thou understand that it is this very time, the very same time, wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Now go back to 2 Ezra 9 and 3. Read that for us, please.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 3.
Come on.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right, those are those signs that he was talking about in verse 1. And what? Whole grand scheme of things, hey, we see that we're knocking on the door. That's and right. Hey, today's right. Show is definitely gonna it should open a lot of people's eyes.
Right.
All right, do me a favor, drop that. I want to hit the last earthquake. Pull that up for us, IT.
Bring it out.
Whew. All right. Read that for us, please.
Magnitude 3.3 quake registered near Soledad.
Soledad. This is what? Cali, right? West Coast? All right, read that.
A magnitude 3.3 earthquake was reported Tuesday evening at 7:22 p.m., 8 miles from Soledad, California, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. The earthquake occurred 13 miles from Greenfield.
Hey, do me a favor. What's the date on this one? Because I know the other earthquake was the 6th. This is the 11th. All right, you had those twisters in Jackson take place, last month, end of last month. You had the earthquake in, what was it, Oklahoma?
Yes, sir.
Am I right, IT? Yeah, Oklahoma take place on the 6th, this one on the 11th.
Damn.
So you're saying what, week by week?
Back to back.
Week by week, back to back to back to back. All right, hey, that's our time for today's weather report. But, hey, we got a new segment, though.
Oh, yeah.
Right. We got a new segment because we do cover a lot on this show, but we want to make sure we're covering certain topics. So, hey, this is a brand new segment. IT, if y'all could take that off the screen, please. If they could get their lives together.
It'll be all right.
Take the weather report off the screen. Thank you so much, IT. We appreciate you, though.
Right.
We appreciate you.
That's all right.
We got a new segment titled Wars and Rumors of Wars.
That's right.
Because we got, sometimes on the rundown, we be going too far and not getting to touch the important things. So we're going to touch it earlier on in the show. So, hey, IT, y'all ready? All right, play the clip.
Bring it out.
Uh-oh. You see, IT, you know what? I'm going to give IT another shout-out, man.
Okay.
Give IT a shout-out, because they was doing bad before.
Right.
All praise,
But y'all have gotten some of that redemption back.
That's good.
Y'all see what they say. You see what they've done.
All praise.
You know, y'all all right, IT, sometimes.
Way to redeem yourself.
Yeah, they all right sometimes. So, hey, we're about to get into the war report. This is Wars and Rumors of Wars, brought to you by Roddy's on the Wall radio show.
That's right.
That's right.
Do me a favor. Let's pull up the first article. Let's pull up the first article. Turn that music down a little bit. Y'all, I don't know what y'all do with the levels, but read that for us. Or play the clip. Play the clip, please.
China is accusing the U.S. Navy of illegally intruding into the South China Sea. The U.S. says one of its guided missile destroyers was on a mission consistent with international law when it entered the area near where it calls Mischief Reef and China calls Meiji Reef. It comes on the final day of drills by the Chinese military in the waters and skies around Taiwan, those exercises beginning after Taiwan's president returned from a trip to visit officials in the U.S. and Central America. CNN's Beijing Bureau Chief Stephen Zhang joins me now with the latest. Stephen, obviously we are viewing these military exercises and missions through the prism of this narrative of increased tensions between China and the U.S.
Real quick,
how far
that.
do they mark a
All right, so what do you see here? Taiwan, America is over there butting in. China doesn't want them over there.
Right.
So they're letting America know, y'all need to hold off on that thing. You had something, Officer Elijah?
I was just gonna say, like, the Bible, I mean, what we're witnessing is, we're witnessing the world seeing who the man of sin is. If Esau ain't the man of sin, how you gonna govern somewhere else and be somewhere in somebody else's land when you can't even stop the dang on what is the shootings and going on in America right now?
Right.
These mass shootings
Poverty.
we keep going on. Right, poverty.
Right.
We got so much
Racism.
going on in America that they can't address. They still ain't fixed black oppression over here. Every other nation gets
Reparation.
Well, every other nation get if you say something to an Asian, it's a hate crime. If you say something to a Jewish, it's a hate crime. But they've been killing blacks since we've been over here. They still don't make it a hate crime for them to do anything else.
Facts.
But they want to go over somewhere else and try to fix somewhere else.
Hey, read that, the Habakkuk 2. Is it 5, not keepers at home?
Right.
Yeah, read that real quick.
Bring it out.
All right, Rita, you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bring it out.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Right, neither keepeth at home, like the officer just stated. Do me a favor, go to the next, it's either article, I believe. No, it's a video. It's China's warning about them going over there where they're not supposed to be at.
Here you go.
Play that clip for us, please.
美方声称要禁止
Stop. Y'all got to read the subtitles.
China warns of war with USA.
Go ahead.
The United States claims to be competing to win against China.
中国，但不寻求
Rather than seeking conflict.
实际上，
But in fact, the United States' so-called competition
美方所谓的竞争，就是全方位的
is total containment and suppression.
遏制、打压。
A zero-sum game in which you die and I live.
You see that? Hey, that's how you know we getting to the end. They're speaking very bold against the harlot, against the whore. All right, go ahead. Go back to it.
零和博弈。如果美方
If the United States does not hit the brakes,
继续沿着错误
but continues to speed down the wrong path,
的道路狂飙下去，再多的护栏
no amount of guardrails can prevent derailing or a crash. And there will surely be conflict and confrontation.
Y'all see that thing right there? So China, they put the warning out on the United States of America to say, you keep coming over here where you're not supposed to be, it's going to be problems. Get 2nd Ezra 15 real quick. 2nd Ezra 15.
They want the smoke.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the spirit of the Lord. Verse 20. Read that.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 20.
Go ahead.
Behold, saith God, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me.
It says to reverence God. Meaning what? When you see the wars and rumors of war, that's in reverence to the Father. Go ahead.
Which are from the rising of the sun.
The rising of the sun. Read.
From the south. From the east. And Libanus. To turn themselves one against another.
Right. The rising of the sun, who's that talking about? That's the Far East. It's talking about China right there.
Right.
All right. So you have to understand that the Bible is telling us exactly how it's going to play out. You have some, officer?
Yes, sir. Let me get this real quick. Give me Matthew chapter 16 and verse 2. What you're seeing here, like Cap was saying, all these things are happening right before your eyes. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 16 and verse 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening ye say, it will be fair weather. for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
But you see what you see here? That's today's world. You have a lot of our people, they cannot discern those so-called Christians, those so-called pastors of today. They can't discern that you are living the end of time.
Right.
All these things that are happening before their eyes, they can't see it.
Because they got the white man on the brain.
Right.
What's crazy is you got like you just said, you got these pastors, these Christian churches following after the eagle, following after America.
Right.
But America, the higher ups, the elites, they know what time it is.
Facts.
Right.
Pull up what Trump said on Twitter the other
Somebody
day.
come and look at this.
Watch this. Read that.
Donald Trump made this disturbing post on his social media app, True Social, World War III.
You see that? World War III. They say that's troubling. What you got to remember, like it says in what's the one? Ezekiel 28, right? It says in Ezekiel 28, it says that they are wiser than Daniel.
Right.
So they understand where we at in the whole grand scheme of things.
Right.
How do we know? Quick, Revelation 6.
Bring it out.
Real quick. I wanted to bring this one out real quick. And I just want verse 4. Watch this.
The book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4.
Come on.
And there went out another horse that was red.
It says that was red. Who that's talking about? Your friendly neighborhood white man. Esau. Edom, according to the scripture.
Bring it up.
So it say, and there went out another horse that was red. Read.
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Right. Who took peace from the earth? The United States of America. And they mask it, and they say, we know we. I don't say we. Oh God. And they mask it and say that America is spreading world peace. And democracy, but we already know what comes with democracy.
Right.
Some people in your land gonna turn gay.
Right.
There's gonna be white Jesus.
Damn.
You understand? And if you go against the beast, you're gonna be cut off. You're not gonna be able to trade.
Right.
That's not peace.
Right.
The Bible says they took away peace from the earth.
Right.
Watch this.
And that they should kill one another.
And that they should do what?
Kill one another.
They shall kill one another. What is that talking about? World War II.
Right.
That's World War II. That's Esau versus Esau crime right there.
Right.
They was warring with each other. The world was at war. But what's the one? Revelations 11 and 14. Trump understands where we at in the whole grand scheme of things.
Right. Bring it up.
Read that, Revelations 11, verse 14. Watch this.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 14.
Come on.
The second woe is past.
Right, the second woe is past. We just read that in Revelation 6.
Right.
World War II is already past. They understand that. And as they see the Israelites rising up, they know that, guess what? World War III is about to pop off. They can see that, like we read earlier in 2nd Ezra 9, the whole grand scheme of things, the whole time scale, right? Read that verse again.
The second woe is past.
Come on.
And behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Right, the third woe cometh quickly. What Trump say? World War III.
That's
See that
right.
thing right there? All right, hey, we got to speed it up a little bit. What we got next, IT?
Israeli security forces attacked Palestinians by storming the prayer hall of the Ashka Mosque in Jerusalem.
All right, play that video. This is Israel storming Ishmael. The video's chopping up. Okay, there we go. All right, so they stormed a mosque over there. All right, so pull up the next video. All right,
Streaking
so
across
this is the retaliation of that action by Israel. Watch this.
Streaking across the sky in northern Israel, dozens of rockets fired from Lebanon Thursday, according to the Israel Defense Forces. Wow! Which said it intercepted most of them, but some made impact. This car hit in the Israeli town of Fasuta, and in Shlomi, the storefront of this bank was destroyed.
I hear the siren, I hear the boom, I was in my home. It was very, very scary.
And I'm still shaking because it's... Children are not supposed to see this.
All right, stop. So you see Israel going messing with Ishmael over there, and they respond. All right, let's see what America has to say about that.
Bring it out. This is Newsbreak.com. U.S. says stands with Israel after unconscionable attacks.
So it says the United States stands with Israel. So they're just going to overlook the fact that they raided a mosque, right? You see how they do?
Right.
The devil.
Read.
You don't find that.
The United States said Friday it supported ally Israel's right to self-defense after deadly attacks, as well as rocket fire from Lebanon that triggered Israeli strikes. The targeting of innocent civilians of any nationality is unconscionable. The United States stands with the government and people of Israel. State Department spokesman Vedant Patel said in a statement.
Hey, so y'all understand, like, wait a second, man. Why does America always have so much vested interest with Israel? And that's what we're going to get into later on in today's show when we get to the topic of the day. All right. Was there some more? Did we have more on that, IT? I'm ready to jump. You had something, officer? You look like you want to say something.
I was just going to say, Cap, pay attention to how they always play victim. You just went in this mosque and bothered these people while they're praying. They wasn't bothering you.
Come on now,
and
dog.
then you're playing victim because a car got hit and the storefront got hit, but you're killing their people. There are people over there dying, but you're the victim. That's what they always do. And if you're Jake and you're sitting there falling for that, you need to repent.
The hell is this?
Our people been killed for years.
Right. Hey, real quick. Hey, let's take that down. Let's go into the next. Y'all know what it is. Next segment. While you see all this serious commotion going on, you got the weather. The Most High visiting the earth with the weather. You got the wars, rumors of wars. But you know, Jake still find a way.
Lord have mercy.
To coon. So with that being said, with no further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next segment. IT, y'all ready?
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Oh, snap. Oh, my God. Hey, Elijah, that's the church you used to go to, right?
That is not my church.
Oh, wait. What church you go to?
I go to IUIC.
Oh, okay. We have to fact check. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise. Now put the picture back up, man.
Look at it.
So you got the church janitor supposed to be playing the Messiah.
Damn.
And you got a man with paint on his face, apparently doing some type of mime dance. This right here is a direct result of white supremacy, man.
Right.
So, what is it supposed to be? Resurrection Sunday, right? First and foremost, what do they say? Good Friday, right? They say Good Friday, and then supposedly good Resurrection Sunday. That's only how many days?
They say 2.
That's 2 days. Showing you, brothers and sisters, especially those who are tuning in, those who are brand new, not really understanding exactly what this truth is exactly about. But I want to go to a quick script, Acts 12, right? Acts 12. Just understand, this wicked custom known as Easter is not a custom of the Israelites.
That's right.
All right, that is a pagan custom. We are not to celebrate that.
Never.
All right, is it 4? I think it's 4, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, read that for me.
The book of Acts, chapter 12 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter.
After Easter, which is the heathenistic pagan custom, read.
To bring him forth to the people.
To bring him forth to the people. Now, what you always see, that wicked custom always falls around Passover time, whether it's a week before or a week after. Watch this, read.
Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him. And when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison.
Give me verse 3, the days of unleavened bread.
Verse 3.
Come on.
And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread.
See that? Then were the days of unleavened bread. It fell right around the same time. The Christian church, they will try to tell you that Easter is the new Passover. It's the same thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. One is ordained. When you read the book of Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, that is an ordained feast.
That's right. Bring it out.
When you read about Easter, when you go into the history of it, that is a wicked custom. That is in celebration of the Queen of Heaven, known as Ashtoreth, known as Diana to the Ephesians.
You're gonna learn today.
You understand? That's what that's going in. And in today's society, what's that going into feminism?
Facts.
That's what that thing is going in right there. What you had, officer? Yes.
Yeah, all praises. I mean, you killing it. One thing I'll say, as you guys can see what's going on with all these things that we are telling you to let you know to get your mind ready. I'll get one precept real quick. Let me get Romans chapter 10 and verse 4. I'll get straight to the point. No, 10 and verse 2. To show you what you're seeing here, a lot of our people, they have the mind to serve God, but they just off.
Right.
Give me that.
The book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
That's Israel. We have a zeal to serve God, but it's not according to the scripture. It's not according to God's laws. Go ahead.
For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness.
See that because they're ignorant, they don't know God's laws. What do? They establish their own. They following the other nation's tradition. Go ahead.
Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
Boom. They don't submit themselves unto God's righteousness, which is God's laws. Go ahead, Kevin.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, real quick, let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling. Play the next clip. Oh, gosh. Stop. Hey, this freaking guy right here.
Yes.
First, he has another the spit. He spit
oh my God.
on a grown man. A man let him spit on him, right? It was already a red flag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes and gets some weave, and now he has bangs. What? This is a result of what? This is a result. This is a result of white supremacy. It's a result of Christianity. All right, cut it. It's a result of Christianity.
Right.
All right, because that's what it brings. It brings feminism.
Yes,
it brings effeminate men because that's the women are the ones who fill up the churches.
Right. That's right.
All right, so now you got this dude, Michael Todd, and I'm gonna just set the record straight. I don't look like this dude. Somebody said I look like him.
Nah, man,
I don't look like him. I don't look like this dude. Look at my hair, man. Look at my hair. I got a haircut.
Even when you had your dread.
Nah, I didn't look like him. I didn't look like this dude, man. So
You look like a lion. You look like a lion.
You see, that's why Judah and Levi. There you go. That's why I mess with Obi, man. Right. Hey, but do me a favor. Go back to the clip. We got to play it, man. But listen to the blasphemy of the Christian church right here. Watch this.
God decided male and female. No. I'm not. This is not a bad. I need y'all to hear my heart on this.
Gosh.
This is not a bashing. This is not a. If I was there, maybe I would have told him. Is there something in the middle you could do, like kind of like a little maybe? If
the hell is this, man?
What the hell? Well, I was born like this. I don't know how I feel. I feel you, and I wish.
Yeah, and I gotta say this: the reason why they do this stuff is all about money.
Right.
Because they don't want to exclude the transgender, the homosexual, the lesbian, all that. They want those dollars too.
Right.
What you had?
I was gonna say they're trying to please the crowd, Cap, and whenever we please the crowd, you go against God.
Wait. Who please?
They're trying to please the crowd.
They're trying to please the crowd.
And whenever Israel pleased, like when Moses did it. I mean, when Aaron did it. When Aaron made the golden calf.
Okay.
Yeah, he tried to please the crowd. When we do that, when Israel do that, we go against God.
Okay, all praises.
So,
Thank you.
So you gotta stand for God against wickedness.
Right.
If the crowd want to do wickedness, you gotta be the one to say this is what the Bible say and this is what we're gonna do. When you go with the crowd, you're going against God.
Go back to the clip.
That's Sirach 10 and 9 all day.
Go ahead, play it.
Of other in the kingdom. I don't freaking know. Honestly, I wish God would have made it so much simpler and it was like A, B, C, or D, like Fred.
You done lost your damn mind, Ray.
If you don't know, he shouldn't be teaching.
As a pastor,
exactly. No, say that again, officer.
If he don't know, he shouldn't be teaching.
Exactly. That means you are not suitable to lead people.
Right.
100%. Give me Ecclesiastes 12:9. You on point, officer. You on point with that statement. Watch this, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 9. If you don't know what God is saying in his scriptures, obviously you need to go back and study.
That's right.
Excellent point. Read that.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
And moreover, because the preacher was wise.
The preacher should be wise.
That's right.
What makes you wise? God's commandments. That's what brings wisdom. Go ahead.
He still taught the people knowledge.
He taught the people what?
Knowledge.
What is the knowledge? The laws of God.
That's right.
And God said what? He created male and female.
That's right.
There ain't no in between. But the issue is what? Man sought out many inventions. Was it Ezekiel 20, 22, 26? You know what I want? I always get that mixed up. See, the 26, 22, Ezekiel 22, 26.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 22 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
Her priests have violated my law.
There it is. You got this man, this brother up there. And officers, I'm going to let y'all, I know y'all want to attack that. So you got this brother up there on rambling and saying he doesn't know. He doesn't know why God did it. Is it up for us to question why God does anything?
No.
Bring it up. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, man. I gotta get a quick script. Give me the book of Judith. This one just came to my mind. Give me the book of Judith, chapter 8 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
Watch this. Judith chapter 8, verse 14. Watch this, y'all.
The book of Judith, chapter 8 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
For you cannot find the depth of the heart of man.
It says, us carnal men, we can't even understand the depth of man, right? That's what this is. The spirit is on Judah speaking this right here. Go ahead.
Neither can you perceive the things that he thinketh.
You can't even sit here and read another person's mind. And this is on the carnal level. Go ahead.
Then how can ye search out God?
It says what?
Then how can ye search out God?
Read.
That have made all these things and know his mind.
It's impossible to do that. Go ahead.
Or comprehend his purpose. Nay, my brethren, provoke not the Lord our God to anger.
Do what?
Provoke not the Lord our God to anger.
And that's what these Christians are doing every Sunday. With those type of messages, they are provoking the Lord. That's why you seeing these earthquakes, these tornadoes. Why? Because of the blasphemy that's going on in the earth today.
That's right.
Go back and finish that script. I'm going to let y'all have it, man. Go back to Ezekiel.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 22 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
Her priests have violated my law and have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane.
You see that, to the point where they still walk away confused. They don't know if it's okay or not okay because he didn't make it clear. Officer Sams, you got something?
Yes, sir. These dumb pastors need to shut their black mouth.
Shut their black mouth.
That's what they need to do because no wisdom is not in them. If you don't know, like the officer in the cap says, sit your ass down. Sit it down. Give me Acts 6 and 2,
And
2
you
and
know
3.
that's right.
Because you got to have what? Wisdom.
Right.
Wisdom. And you got to do what? You got to be taught again. You pastors. Read.
The book of Acts, chapter 6 and verse 2. Then the 12 called the multitude of the disciples unto them and said, it is not reason that we should leave the word of God and serve tables.
Right.
Wherefore, brethren, look ye out among ye 7 men of honest report.
What?
Look ye out 7 men of honest report.
See, these 12 disciples, they looked out for men with honest report.
Right.
The one that what?
Hey, not suspect report.
Right.
With
Bring
men
it
walking around with bangs and shit.
Bring it out.
Bro, that's not honest. That's suspect.
Bring it out.
Go ahead, officer.
Bring it out. Let's read that. Keep reading.
Full of the Holy Ghost.
Full of the what?
Full of the Holy Ghost.
Full of the Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost is bring things to what? To your remembrance. And God made everything good. Read.
And wisdom. Whom we may appoint over this business.
That's who's supposed to be appointed over God's business. Men full with the Holy Ghost and with the commandments and the statute of the Most High God.
That's right. That's right.
Let me get Isaiah 55 and 8, just to make it very simple. If your pastor ain't reading you this, it's probably why, because he want to question God. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 8. Read. For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
So, Pastor Todd, I'm going to give you a message. You don't have to understand why God did something. All you have to do is follow.
Right,
Read.
right.
Neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord.
Read.
For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways.
See, God understood that if man like man is going to be a stop in the reprocreation. God understands that. You don't, but God does. So God was giving us the long-term plan. What you want to do is please the people and get money. We're gonna follow God.
That's right. Hey, let me get a precept real quick. Second Ezra chapter 7 and verse 21. And to go along, yes, God, he called the end before from the beginning. Go ahead, read that for me.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 21. For God have given straight commandment.
You hear that? God gave you straight commandment. Right. He doesn't give you anything crooked, shake, a gray area. There's no gray area when it comes to the Most High God. He give it to you exactly how you need to learn it. Either male or female. There's no in between. Go ahead.
To such as came, what they should do to live.
You see that? What you should do to live. Meaning if you go outside of what he gave you, that's death. Go ahead.
Damn. Even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
My brother, if you don't want death, you better follow what God says.
That's right.
Hey, y'all swinging the sword
right.
today. Y'all got anything else on before we move on? I'm giving you a bonus round. I'm giving you a bonus round.
Give me that in 2nd Ezra.
2nd Ezra.
You know what you want in 2nd Ezra?
Yes, sir. 2nd Ezra chapter 9.
Okay.
Bring it on. Verse 18.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 18.
Read.
And now, when I prepared the world, which was not yet made, even for them that dwell in it that now live, no man spake against me.
So understand that we didn't ever question God. We understood God before the world was even made. We didn't question God. And why would we question him now? Because the world has gotten wicked. We want to question the maker, the creator. So that's the wickedness of the world. Follow what God says, and that's where you get your promises.
Isaiah 60, real quick. That's an excellent point right there. The reason why is because the wickedness, the evils, like you say, 2nd Ezra 5, has increased.
That's right.
60 and 2. Isaiah 60 and 2.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 2.
Come on.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
That darkness is a representation of sin. Go ahead.
And gross darkness the people.
And gross darkness the people. The people is what? Following after that darkness, that sin. Read.
But the Lord shall arise upon thee.
And that's meaning what? As you see these evils increase, that means what? The Lord is soon to make his second coming. Go ahead.
And his glory shall be seen upon thee.
And his glory shall be seen. Like it say, and give me that in Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Okay? His glory shall be seen upon thee. All right, watch this. Revelation 1 and 7.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Behold, he cometh with clouds.
Right. The Lord, he going to make a grand entrance. This is his glory. Right. Him and the host of angels. Go ahead.
And every eye shall see
him. And what?
Every eye.
You see that? And every eye shall what?
See him.
Go ahead.
And they also which pierced him.
And those who killed the Messiah. That's right. Those who delivered Barabbas and said they wanted to crucify Christ. Right. You understand? They are going to see the same thing. And how do you know? Give me John 3:19. How do you know that those spirits are still here today? Because obviously what? The scriptures make it clear cut like the officers just brung out. It's either you righteous or you wicked. It's either male or female. There's no gray area.
Right.
But read this for us.
The book of John, chapter 3 and verse 19.
Go ahead.
And this is the condemnation. The light is coming to the world.
Who's that? Christ, when he was on the earth. All right, go ahead.
And men love darkness rather than light.
And that's how you know who has the spirit of those who pierce the Messiah. Right, those who want to do what? Continue to walk in darkness, which is that sin. Yes, I'm also Obadiah.
Oh, yes, sir. Let me get one more precept. We get Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13. Still going into what you seen going on. It's either you with the Most High or you not. Go ahead, read that for me.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
And right there, you're seeing a lot of people are following the LGBT. Even church that's supposed to be upholding God's laws are following the same foolishness. It says, read it again.
Enter ye in at the straight gate.
The straight gate is that narrow path that will get you to the kingdom. Go ahead.
For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
You see, the broad one is the one that will lead you to destruction, the one that everybody's following. Go ahead.
And many there be which go in thereat.
You see, a lot of people are going to follow the wrong way. Go ahead.
Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life.
Because a lot of people don't like being held, because God's laws is what hold you down.
Right,
to
constraint.
stay, yeah, constraint you.
That's it.
But people don't like that. They like feeling liberal, feeling free.
Right.
Do as they will. But guess what? That is what gonna lead you to destruction. Go ahead.
You know that's
And
right.
few there be that find it.
And very few that, like it says in 2 Ezra chapter 8, very few that gonna make the new kingdoms to come. Go ahead, Ken.
All praises to the Most High. Hey, let's keep it rolling. What's next, IT? Oh yeah, this one right here. Old self, man. She like 56 or something like that. 50.
Right.
53. She 50 something. All right, hey, read that.
This is newsbreak.com. Halle Berry clapped back after being accused of posting nudes for attention.
Think about it. She clapped back. That means, retaliate or whatnot. Why else would you post a nude picture for the whole world to see you?
Right.
He belongs to the street.
What you mean clap back? That's why you did it. I mean, because that's not supposed to be something that you broadcast.
Right.
Why else would you post nudity like that?
The hell is this?
And she's somebody's mama.
Wow.
Right.
You understand? Let's read some of this.
Halle Berry clapped back at a Twitter user who called out the actor for posting a nude photo.
Scroll down. Read that.
After controversial anti-feminist social media personality Shadea Knight accused Berry of posting nudes for attention in menopause, the X-Men star offered a hilarious nun some quips her in response. Did you guys know the heart of a shrimp is located in his head? Berry wrote in a quote tweet of Knight's criticism.
All right, so scroll down. So she, I guess, retaliated. Go back to the article, please. So people, well, I'll say these. Those that's for the streets, they like this. They giggle. They say, "Oh, you get them, Halle." Da, 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 da. Could you go back, please? Read that, please.
Miss Berry, I see you're on 10 today, and I approve.
You see that? You see the foolishness? So they're cheering on. It's like, go back, go Halle for showing your naked body. Nobody can tell you what to do. That's how these sisters are today. Like you remember, like you mentioned, the liberalists, which are nothing but a bunch of lonely feminists.
Right.
Okay, and homosexuals, right?
Nice.
All right, go back. Scroll down. Read the next one.
You won the internet today with this clapback.
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. As soon as somebody says something against a woman, they automatically take offense and they gather up and team up. But they don't even realize they gathering together in the midst of sin.
Right. Think about this, Cal. Halle Berry done been married how many times?
Oh,
None of her marriages work. She's supposed to be teaching the younger women how to love their husband, but she can't. You don't need to be teaching nothing, Holly. You need to still learn how to be a wife, because that's the whole point of you being on this earth, according to 1 Timothy 5:14. Y'all supposed to marry and bear children. You failed at that.
She failed. She failed extremely.
Right.
And she has the point to defend it.
Right.
Sirach 25:2.
Bring it out.
Right. That's the one I want. Sirach 25:2. She got the nerve to defend it. That's the issue. No, give me that in Romans 1:31. Real quick, and then I want Sirach 25. Watch this, y'all. Sirach 1:31. This is the issue right here. And the issue was post naked. But this is another issue. Right. When somebody's trying to correct her for it, this is the other part of the issue. Read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 31.
Go ahead.
Without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful.
I want 32, my bad.
Verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death.
Read.
Not only do the same.
Not only do they do it, read.
But have pleasure in them that do them.
Right, so she calling them as like, hey, why are you doing it? You doing that for attention? Like, you too old to be doing that. So she's like, to hell with that, with the way the traditional woman was. She's the new modern woman. She knows she didn't see her mothers and the example from the older generation doing that. So she's saying, to hell with that, forget your correction. I'm having pleasure and doing what I want to do. That's the mind of the modern, the black modern day woman today. Now give me that in Sirach 25:2. See how the Most High feels about that type of behavior.
Bring it out.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 2.
Come on.
3 sorts of men my soul hateth.
3 sorts of men the Most High hateth. Go ahead.
And I am greatly offended at their life.
A
poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that doteth.
You see that doteth means to brag. So she's not even, oh, you know what? Let me take this down. You know, hey, I didn't even see it. Let me get myself together. But nah, she's an old 50-plus-year-old hoe
Right.
that is
Bring it
not
on.
ashamed about what she's doing. What
Right.
shame,
Shame.
shame, shame.
Yeah, let me get a precept. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. That what you're seeing here, these women, they are at ease. Because you see, like you say, Cap, they all piled up to support wickedness. Go ahead, read that for me.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
You need to give ears to God's speech. I know y'all been hearing God's laws coming out left and right. What we telling you, get out of this place. This place will consume you. All you doing is filth. You're teaching these young girls to follow the same nonsense that you are doing.
The hell is this?
Right. Hey, go to that next article because they got something called ageism now. So let's see how they're trying to spin this foolishness. Go to the next article. Read that.
Halle Berry had the best response. The ageist criticism over her nude photo.
So what they're trying to say is, you can't discriminate against me just because I'm old. So what you're really saying is, it's okay for young women to post naked, but it's not okay for old women. It's not okay for anybody to post their nakedness to the world.
Right.
Go ahead, officers. Go ahead.
Give me 1 John 2:15. Because just because the world say it's okay, that don't mean you should do it.
Right.
Right. Because if you love the world,
the scriptures say love not the world. That's what the scriptures say.
That's what it says. Let's read that.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world.
Love what?
Not the world.
Read.
Neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
See, the love of the Father is not in you if you love this world. Read.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh.
The lust of the flesh.
And the lust of the eyes. And the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
But it's of the world. So if you love this world, the Father not in you, and if you don't repent, death is coming.
All right, who got the last one?
Let me get 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11, so we can go straight to the basics. What did God tell our women?
Bring it on.
1 Timothy 2, verse 11.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 11.
This is to my sister Halle Berry. I hope you listen at this, okay? This is not us attacking you. We're giving you what God said. Read.
Let the woman learn in silence.
2 verse 9.
Verse 9. And like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
This is from the Most High God himself. He left this word here for us to come out of the captivity we're in. God said women should adorn themselves in modest apparel. You were naked. You're breaking God's commandments, and you're showing the women up under you to continue to break God's commandments. We can't come out of captivity like that.
That's
Hey,
right.
and I did say hoe. I apologize. I meant harlot.
Right.
Please forgive me. Please forgive me. And like you said, Sister Halle, if you heard this, we your brothers.
That's
but
right.
you got to stop. You got to stop
That's
and turn away
right.
from that thing right there.
Right.
So, hey, all praise to the Most High. That's Coon of the Week, man. We about to jump into the topic of the day. Man.
All praises.
Title. Y'all got it? Y'all got the title for us?
Topic of the day. Fake Jews and evil Christians run the world.
Yes, fake Jews. Yes, you are the fakers. You are not the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Well, actually, you're not the seed of Jacob.
Right.
You are Abraham and Isaac, but you Esau.
Right.
That's the difference between us. Esau and Jacob.
And
Y'all are
that's
Esau.
right.
Y'all are not Jacob.
Right.
All right,
That's
so
right.
that's fine. Just be happy with the way God made you.
That's all.
That's the thing. I'm happy with the way God made me.
Bring it out.
Look what my people went through, but I'm still happy.
That's
Right.
right.
Because
That's
I
right.
know
And you know
without a
that's right.
shadow of a doubt, if I keep these commandments, I'm going to get the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
That's right.
And then Esau, be happy with your blessing. You can shoot guns.
Right.
Be happy. That's how God made you. Be happy with who he made you to be, but you ain't us.
Right.
I want to set the record straight. But let's dive into today's topic of the day.
Bring it on.
Bishop, the deacons, the captains, we've been hammering this thing for a reason. Because as you see the days approaching, man, our deliverance is closer. But most importantly, we have to reveal that man of sin. Give me that
That's
testimony.
right.
real
Bring
quick.
it out. Bring it out.
2 and 3, right?
Bring it
That's
on.
what I want.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
give me that real quick.
Y'all all right?
We got to reveal the man of sin.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
And that was going into what? 70 AD when we fell away by the hand of the Romans. Go ahead.
And that man of sin be revealed.
It said, but years later, it said that man of sin must be revealed before the return of Messiah. Go ahead.
The son of perdition.
The son of perdition. That's going into what? Who is fit to be destroyed. Destruction. Go ahead.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
There it is. That's how you know who the man of sin is. The man that opposeth and exalteth himself above everything that is called God. So don't get mad at us that you fit the description.
Bring it out.
You understand? The gig is up. There's some more on that?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God.
You see that? It says that he of God sits in the temple of God. I want to show y'all this real quick. Give me the Revelations 11, I think it's verse 3. It say, sitteth in the temple of God. What is that talking about? It's talking about the fakers being in the Holy Land today. Where is the temple? In Jerusalem.
Right.
Y'all gotta understand what that's saying right there. Revelations 11, I think it's verse 2. Let me hear it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 2.
Come on.
But the court which is without the temple.
Start at verse 1. Watch this, y'all.
Verse 1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod.
Reed.
And the angel stood saying, rise and measure the temple of God.
And measure what?
The temple of God.
You see that? Remember it said that he would sit in the temple of God, right? And say, right, and measure the temple of God. Read.
And the altar.
Come on.
And them that worship therein.
And them that worship therein. Read.
But the court which is without.
It says, but the court that is without, meaning what? Outside of the temple. Go ahead.
But the court which is without the temple, leave out.
It says do what?
Leave out.
Wait a second. Did I write that? What does it say?
But the court which is without the temple.
Pick it up, put them on hold. Read it again.
But the court which is without the temple, leave out.
Read.
And measure it not.
And don't measure it. Damn. Why would God say that? Because they are not the people of God.
That's right.
What is that talking about? That's talking about Herod's wall or the Wailing Wall where they do all the damn bowing to. He said, nah, don't measure that.
That's right.
That's for the Gentiles.
Right.
Read.
For it is given unto the Gentiles.
Given unto who?
The Gentiles.
The Gentiles meaning what? You ain't the Jews. You are the Gentiles according to the scripture.
That's right.
All praise to the Most High, man. Hey, we'll take a quick call. Hey, Shalom caller, what's your question or your comment?
Oh, Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Hey, Joe, what's going on, bro? What's going on, man?
Listen, I ain't called in. I've been sick going through it, you know. But I'm here today.
All praise to the Most High, man. We definitely praying for you, bro. Thank you for calling in, man.
I just want to say, for a second, I read the title a little bit too fast. So when it said China ready for war with us, I was just saying, oh, they have the spirit.
He said China was ready for war with us. Joe, you funny, bro. You funny, man.
The U.S. But anyway, that's all. I just wanted, I seen y'all around. I gotta talk to my officer about some questions. I just wanted to call. Hey, shout out to the officers. Shout out to y'all.
All praise to the Most High, man. Hey, give Joe a round of applause, man. That's our brother right there. Appreciate you stopping through. Oh, yeah, we in the topic of the day, so if y'all got any questions, y'all want to add to the topic, go ahead and call in. But we about to jump into it. Give me the first clip, the lobby. I want you to start at 2 minutes and 11 seconds. All right, today's topic is fake Jews and evil Christians who run the world. All right, so let's get into it. Play that clip for us.
In a new edition of The Lobby, we investigate the role of pro-Israel advocacy groups in this country in the first of a 4-part series, how the lobby is being drawn into Israel's covert campaign despite
Right, it says Israel has a covert campaign. They're not being honest with it, but they're behind the scenes making things work. Ephesians 6, give me that real quick.
Crank it up.
Ephesians chapter 6, and we're going to jump right back into it. I'm going to speed it up a little bit.
Bring it out.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 12.
Come on.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Right, and remember, their father is Satan. When you read Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, it says they are the synagogue of Satan.
That's right.
All right, let's go back to the clip.
Using an undercover reporter, Al Jazeera's investigative
Stop.
unit.
What's the time marker right now? Okay, keep going. Go to 3 minutes and 1 second.
It's one of the most powerful lobbies in the world.
Getting $38 billion in security aid to Israel matters, which is what AIPAC is doing.
We examine how the lobby led by AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, has secured unwavering support in Congress.
Congressmen don't do anything unless you pressure them. And the only way to do that is with money.
What the lobby is all about is
Stop. All right, so it mentioned a pro-Israel group by the name of AIPAC. All right, so let's see what that is. Pull up the website for us, please, IT.
Bring it out.
AIPAC. AIPAC. All right. Can we go back to it, please? Okay, you were just on the website. What happened, IT? Thank you so much. All righty. Scroll down for me, please. All right, so I know the A and the I. Somebody look it up. Like, what does the AC stand for? I know the A and the I is American Israel. And then the other portion stands for, Public Affairs Committee. So it's American Israel Public Affairs Committee. So scroll up to the top, please. Scroll down. All right, so you see it says, keeping Israel safe and America strong. A national movement with 2.7 million members. Damn. So understand, these are the ones that are passing laws in Congress. They're the ones working behind the scenes. Message. All right, you got American citizens, Edomites, and Edomites and Amalekites working together because they're both of the same cloth. All right, sure. Go back to the website, please. It says we are 2.7 million pro-Israel Americans from every congressional district who are working to strengthen bipartisan support for the U.S.-Israel relationship. So they're telling you, all of your government officials, they have people from every congressional district that is a part of AIPAC. All right, so do me a favor. Damn. Take that down, play the video, play the next video. It's going to go into AIPAC. Read the topic of the video, the title of the video, excuse me.
TRT World.
It says how AIPAC became a well-funded and powerful force in the United States. Watch this, y'all. Play the clip.
AIPAC is the oldest pro-Israel lobby in the U.S. Originally called the American Zionist Committee for Public Affairs, AIPAC was founded in 1951 by Isaiah Keenan, who was a registered Israeli foreign agent.
So for those who don't know, the Zionist movement was what? A push for the fake Jews to inhabit that land alone without Palestine. And that's why they're still beefing right now. Go ahead.
To secure weapons and financial assistance to the newly formed state of Israel.
Stop. So he was over here to secure weapons. And what else did it say? Go back to it. 5 seconds. Rewind it. It says to secure weapons.
To secure weapons and financial assistance.
Right. So that's why the United States of America is always sending Israel millions of dollars. Right there. All right. So we're going to the root of it. All right. Go back and play the clip.
To the newly formed state of Israel. The name was later changed so that it can be registered in the U.S. as a tax-exempt social welfare group, which allowed AIPAC not to disclose information about the sources of their funding.
Stop. So you see that, right? They changed that so you can't look into them. All right, very covert mission. Now, rewind it about 15 seconds. There was a key that was missed about the founder. 15 seconds.
Secure weapons and financial assistance to the newly formed state of Israel. The name was later changed.
Rewind it a little bit more. I hope we didn't miss it. Yeah, about this guy, Keenan. Play that.
Who was a registered Israeli foreign agent.
Stop. He was a registered Israeli foreign agent. Right. So he came over here
You don't find that suspicious?
to make sure that everything was established and set up.
Right.
So people was like, even white Americans scratch their head sometimes like, hey, how do they run everything? Because it was covert. It was already set up that way. And they have people supporting them behind the scenes. Okay? Now let's go back. I ain't gonna stop it as much playing it through. Go back to it.
The main goal was to secure weapons and financial assistance to the newly formed state of Israel. The name was later changed so that it can be registered in the US as a tax-exempt social welfare group, which allowed AIPAC not to disclose information about the sources of their funding. AIPAC is part of a large pro-Israel network in the US. Today, AIPAC is part of a much wider network of pro-Israel lobby groups working to achieve bipartisan US support for the State of Israel by making contributions to Israel-friendly lawmakers. Millions generated by AIPAC annually. By its own admission, AIPAC has 100,000 members. Through various different donations and club membership fees that range from $60 to $100,000 a year.
Stop. As we can see, it went up from 100,000 to 2.7 million. We went on the website. Go back.
AIPAC generates millions. According to the group's
Transition. There you go. Go ahead, play it.
Recent public tax records, they received more than $96 million in 2017. Wow. Pro-Israel groups engage in political fundraising. Officially, it is illegal for AIPAC to engage in political fundraising, but that's just a technicality.
Stop. You see that? You see that? Give me the Wisdom of Solomon 2.
Bring it out.
Give me this one. It's showing you who the devil is on earth.
Bring it out.
Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 11, I think. Just let me get there with you real quick. Sorry about that. Let me hear it. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 11.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 11.
That's it.
Let our strength be the law of justice.
You see that? Their strength is the law. Because if they break the law, it don't matter.
Right.
Nobody's watching over their back. And if somebody is, they're like, well, we'll just change it like this to make it work for us.
Right.
Read it again.
Let our strength be the law of justice.
Go ahead.
For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Right. We don't have a voice because they have all the money, they have all the guns, and they make all the laws. So us as finding people, we can't say nothing against this. Go back to the clip.
Is a huge part of the group's operation. In the 2018 midterm elections, more than $14.9 million was raised by pro-Israel groups for candidates. That's their third biggest contribution ever. Out of 435 members of the House of Representatives, 269 received pro-Israel lobby contributions at an average of more than $23,000 per representative. And out of 100 U.S. senators, 58 accepted contributions at an average of more than $77,000 per senator. AIPAC pushes for laws in Congress. Each year, AIPAC...
Stop. So if it says AIPAC pushes for laws, that means they make every last law.
They said on each one of those numbers that was telling you how many was in Congress, they always had a little bit more than half.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Yes. Very good. Yes. All right. Let's finish this clip.
Israel lobby groups put their weight behind a number of legislations, especially when they are anti-Iran, anti-Palestine, and of course, pro-Israel. These legislations include moving the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, cutting aid to Palestinians, and countering the BDS movement. The group also lobbied heavily against the Obama-era Iran deal, which President Donald Trump withdrew from in 2018.
All right, so kill that. Let's go back to the lobby. I want you to pick up at 11 minutes and 45 seconds, and we're going to play the 12:32. All right, so hey, we got to reveal them for who they are.
That's right.
All right, that's what the scriptures say.
That's right.
Okay. What it say in Ezekiel? We got to prophesy against Edom. That's what the scriptures say. Play that clip, please.
During his placement as a volunteer, Tony took notes on what he saw and heard in TIP's offices. He worked in what they called the war room, where media and communications are monitored. Staff described having contacts at numerous media organizations. Their primary means of influence is by forging friendships with reporters.
Stop. So it tells you they're all up through Congress. Now it's telling you they're all up in the news media. You seen Associated Press, Al Jazeera, I mean, all of that. All of that. Go play the clip again.
One employee claimed that during talks on the nuclear deal with Iran, TIP applied pressure on the Associated Press news agency to change a headline.
So they got the power. If they don't like the news that's about to be put out, they say, nah, change it to this.
Right.
Wow. All right, that's the type of power that this man has on the earth. Give me Job 9 and 24.
Bring it up.
Job chapter 9, verse 24. Watch this, y'all.
The book of Job, Chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Given into the hand of the wicked, to the point where they had enough funds, they had enough political power to replace the real Jews. To the point where they got everybody's backing after the Balfour Declaration to actually move into the Holy Land and pretend to be us. All right, finish that.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Showing you how much power he has on the earth. We are the judges of the earth, on the earth. But right now, you couldn't tell that, could you? Right. Why? Because they changed the faces to white from blacks and Hispanics. That's what they did. You had something, Officer Obadiah?
Yes, sir. What you're seeing here is showing you how Esau operate. They set up those people and the lobbyists just to protect what they want to continue.
Protect their lie.
Correct. And Esau in America is protecting them because they know they have the Jews. They have the true Jews in here. They say, okay, we'll protect you to remain you. If you remain you, they will never know who they are.
Right.
So that's all it is. It's but guess what? It's too late.
That's right.
It's too late.
Hey, let's get back to it. Was that the end of that clip? Was that 12:32? Okay. Let me see which one I want to pick up to next. Okay, so they control Congress, politics, they control the media, and we just saw that in that clip right there, right? Do me a favor, pull up the clip, not the clip, but the picture, all right? Just to show you the narrative that they want to push. All right, you had our brother Trayvon Martin, as you know, he was murdered, and then you got this white guy right here, Connor Sturgeon, who just killed some people in Louisville.
What the
I think he
hell?
killed 6 people. Now, Soldier, I want you to read the New York Post about Trayvon Martin. Read that one, please.
Trayvon Martin had traces of marijuana in system at time of death. Autopsy reveals.
What about the fact that he was a young teenage boy trying to get home and he was murdered?
Bring it up.
Lord have mercy.
And he's a victim.
Had no gun on him.
You see that, right? Had no gun on him, like the officer just said. But he's demonized even in his death.
Right.
You see that thing right there? But go back to that. Read the white boy.
Louisville shooter Connor Sturgeon was star athlete, but suffered multiple concussions.
Wait a second.
hell?
Wait.
The
hell is
Wait a
That
second.
sounds like the victim here.
That sound like a victim.
Right.
Even though he's the one who pulled the trigger and killed 6 people. Well, officers, what y'all got on that thing, man?
That's how you know, Cap, that we are fighting a spiritual war. Even though we're in the flesh, but it's spiritual. Give me 2 Corinthians 10:3. That's what we got to realize, that we got to come back to keep these commandments and do what? Teach these heathens or the devil the Bible speaks of.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
We do not war after the flesh. Read.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
It's not carnal. Read.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
Right.
Casting down imagination.
So that's what we're doing. We're casting down imagination. And we got to keep doing this until Christ come.
That's right.
And save us from this wicked and perverted world.
Hey, I wanted to say something. Remember what it said in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3? It says that man of sin, man of perdition, who opposeth God and everything that's godly. Go to Sirach 38 and 23. All right, watch this. Sirach chapter 38, verse 23, because you had them try to demonize our brother Trayvon Martin, who was the victim, who got murdered. Just to show you, they oppose God in everything. Watch this.
The book of Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 23.
Come on.
When the dead is at rest, let his remembrance rest and be comforted for him when his spirit is departed from him.
You see that thing right there? But they wanted to demonize Trayvon. He couldn't speak or defend himself.
Right.
But they wanted to demonize him in the media. Officer Elijah, you had something?
I'm sick of it.
Just to add to what y'all saying, give me that in Sirach chapter 12, verse 13. Because we're seeing the spirit of our enemy, and the problem is the Christian church won't call nobody enemy. You have an enemy, somebody that demonize a little boy who was murdered, but then try to make you have sympathy for a killer who walked around killing people.
Come on now, dog.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 13.
16.
Verse 16. An enemy speaking sweetly with his lips.
So that's what they do. They use the media to try to talk sweet to make you trust them and believe in the news that they're giving you, read.
But in his heart, he imagined him how to throw thee into a pit.
He's always trying to take you down, trying to destroy you, read.
He will weep with his eyes.
That's why they always playing victim. They always acting like you're attacking them. They always acting like it's something against them. But he's killing us.
6 people.
Right.
But he was a good guy.
Right.
Yeah, he got hit in the head a few times. Yeah. Go ahead, Austin.
That's it.
Yeah, I'll get a precept.
Go
Let
ahead.
me get Isaiah 45:23. What you're seeing here, after they done all this, read that for me.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 23. I have sworn by myself, the word is gone out of my mouth in righteousness and shall not return, that unto me every knee shall bow, every tongue shall swear.
All these wicked things that the so-called white men have done unto the children of Israel, God said he swore by himself. He gonna make you pay for that thing.
That's right.
You gonna pay for it.
We got a quick call. Yeah, we'll take a quick call. Hey, Shalom, caller. What's your question or your comment?
Ooh, yeah, you got a talk down there?
Hey, Shalom, caller. What's your question or your comment?
Come here.
No, I just wanted to say, I understand that the brothers is talking about everything is going to be spiritual warfare, but at some point it's going to be physical warfare. And I just want to make sure we're prepared for physical warfare as well.
No. Our weapons are not carnal, my brother. Our weapons are not carnal. Give me the book of, for the sake of time, I'll make it very, very quick. Matthew chapter 5, verse 27.
Bring it out.
Watch this. Make it very quick.
The book of Matthew.
We already understand what's coming, bro. It's either you want to stay here or you want to get to the heavenly kingdom. Obviously, Christ did say, pick up a sword, but we do not teach violence or any kind or any form or any fashion. Hey, thank you for calling. I'm finna deal with it in the scriptures. Watch this, y'all.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 37.
Go ahead.
But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay.
Matthew 5 and 28. My apologies.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 28. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman.
Wait, what's the one I'm on?
25.
25?
Agree with that.
No. What's the one I want? I want the one that say, don't fear him that got the power.
That's
10. That's 10.
10, I'm sorry. 10 and 28. My apologies, y'all.
The book of Matthew.
That's all right.
Chapter 10 and verse 28.
That's all right. Go ahead.
And fear not them which kill the body.
There it is. It says, fear not them which kill the body. Go ahead.
But are not able to kill the soul.
Come on.
But rather fear him, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Both soul and body in hell. So, a lot of people have that mentality. They want to go toward the enemy. It's not going to happen, man. Understand this.
No.
Yeah, you can carry arms. We're not saying you can't do that, but that's not what this mission is about. Give me the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. Let's be mindful. Let's be mindful. Yeah, you want to protect you and your family, but we're not trying to go to war. That's not what we're about. We live peaceably with all men. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 28.
Go ahead.
Strive for the truth unto death.
Hey, we understand what? Like it says in 2 Ezra 16 and 70, there's going to be an evil multitude that comes against those who fear God.
That's right.
And the scripture also said we're going to be pilgrims upon earth. Why? Because we're fleeing for our lives.
Right.
Understand that thing. We know that there's going to be some casualties, but we got to build ourselves up for that. We got to build up our spirit. It says fear God and not the one that has the power to kill you.
That's right.
All right? Hey, from there, we got to speed up a little bit. Give me that book. I want the book. Pull it up for me. So we're skipping something. Follow me, IT. Yeah, read that for me.
Chosen people from the Caucasus.
Come on. Blow it up. So we just discovered all of that, revealed all of that about Amalek, right? The fake Jews, right? Watch this, y'all. We read this before, too, but we're going to read it again. That's all right.
That's all right.
Read that.
Today, a large number of black Americans think of the Jews as people of the book.
Right. A lot of our people think that the people that was moved into the land in 1948 is actually the people of the book. But as you can see, if they were the people of the book, they wouldn't have to go on covert missions. They wouldn't have to do things behind closed doors. The scriptures say when the real inhabitants of the earth are back in the land, there ain't going to be no more war.
That's right.
All of the nations are going to be subject to the real Jews. That's how you know they're not the people.
That's right.
I say, go back to that book, read that.
Today, a large number of black Americans think of the Jews as people of the book.
Go ahead.
And they look more favorably on them than other Caucasians.
Right. black people look on Amalek, the fake Jews, higher than their slave owners, which they look upon high too. Go back, read faster, come on. Let's go.
These poorly informed blacks do not know that the Jews of Europe played the same role in their enslavement.
You see that thing? They don't know. Our people don't even, we don't understand that thing. Pull up the next diagram about the slave ships. Watch this. Read that.
Name Jewish slave ship owners.
You see that? Jewish slave ship owners. Do you see that? Yeah. Showing you what? The people that's calling themselves Jewish today, they funded our slavery. Right. All right, go back. Come on.
Name of ship, Abigail. Owners, Aaron, Lopez, Moses, Levi, Jacob, Franks.
The hell is that?
All right. Now, I want to show you, I'm going to put something together because today's topic of the day is going into fake Jews and evil Christians. Fake Jews and evil Christians. All right? They both wicked, but we gotta connect the two. Give me the papal bull real quick. It's a 1493. Give me that one real quick. Any day. Come on.
Come on, RT.
I need you to be with me. All right, because we got to speed up on time, y'all. Mm-hmm. Come on, they're in order, right?
Y'all got it.
Pray for IT, y'all.
Okay, thank you. Scroll down, please. Yep. Make this bigger, please. Make it big. All right, scroll down. All right, read that, please.
The Papal Bull, Inter Caetera, issued by Pope Alexander VI on May 4th, 1493.
Come on.
Played a central role in the Spanish conquest of the New World. The document supported Spain's strategy to ensure its exclusive right to the lands discovered by Columbus the previous year.
Right, and remember, Columbus did not discover the Americas.
Right.
He used the books of Ezra, the prophet, to find the Americas, North, Central, and South, the Caribbean, all of that. Hispaniola, all right? Go back.
The document supported Spain's strategy to ensure its exclusive right to the lands discovered by Columbus the previous year. Mm-hmm. It established a demarcation in line 100 leagues west of the Azores and Cape Verde Islands and assigned Spain the exclusive right to acquire territorial possessions and to trade in all lands west of that line. All others were forbidden to approach the lands west of the line without special license from the rulers of Spain. This effectively gave Spain a monopoly on the lands in the New World.
You see that? It says it gave the monopoly. Monopoly means you control everything. Right. So if they didn't declare, I'm sorry, whatever they declared in the name of Christianity, that was theirs. Go back.
The bull stated that any land not inhabited by Christians was available to be discovered.
Meaning what? People was there.
Right.
It says if it wasn't inhabited by Christians, they said they were discovering new lands. Right. Meaning what? They're not discovering if people was already there. They just saying nobody else matters except the Christians.
Right.
And these Christians were white people, Caucasians. Now, how do we know that these are the same people from back then? Go to the next video, start at 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Okay? Watch this. 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Play it.
Justice because they could have helped and they didn't. They didn't.
The Vatican has formally rejected the Catholic Church's doctrine of discovery used to justify.
Doctrine of discovery. We just read about the doctrine of discovery in the Papal Bull. Right. So they say now in 2023, we want to reject that now. Y'all see that? What the hell? So in 2023, the Catholic Church now wants to reject how they establish and gain dominion over the whole world.
Right.
Wait, go back. Play it again.
Gold.
Exactly. Right. All of the millions of people they killed, of our people that they killed. Go back to the video.
The Vatican has formally rejected the Catholic Church's doctrine of discovery used to justify European colonialism in Africa and the Americas, which dates from papal bulls issued in the 1450s. In a statement issued Thursday, the Vatican said the documents were, quote, manipulated for political purposes by competing colonial powers in order to justify immoral acts against indigenous peoples that were carried out at times without opposition from ecclesiastical authorities.
Right, from religious authorities. Who's that religious authority? The Roman Catholic Church.
That's right.
That's who it's talking about. Now, give me Time Life Books Byzantium. All right? It should be right in order. Okay? Yes, Byzantium Time Life Books. I want page 16. I want you to zoom in. Scroll down to the bottom, please. Not that close. Sheesh. Scroll down. Okay, thank you. Bottom, stop. Bottom left corner. Scroll up a little bit. Thank you. Read that.
Christianity was originally regarded by the Romans as just one more mystery religion.
Stop. Showing you what? This Christianity that's talking about right here, this ain't talking about modern day Christianity as you know it.
No.
Remember, it's called the Roman Catholic Church, right? Go back to that page. Read that again.
Christianity was originally regarded by the Romans as just one more mystery religion.
Because they weren't following it at that time. Give me the book of Acts chapter 24, verse 5.
Bring it out.
I'll show you something. Oh, give me Acts chapter 11, verse 26 first, and then 24 and 5.
The book of Acts, chapter 11 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples was called Christians. First,
wait, reader, you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Calm down,
bro.
Take a breath.
Read it again, please.
The book of Acts, chapter 11 and verse 26. And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first.
You see that? The disciples was called Christians first. These are Israelites. Now give me Acts 24 and 5. Watch this, y'all.
The book of Acts, chapter 24 and verse 5.
Come on.
For we have found this man a pestilent fellow.
Who are they talking about? They're talking about Paul. They said they have found him a pestilent fellow. Go ahead.
And a mover of sedition among all the Jews throughout the world.
It says a mover of seditions, talking about starting uproars by the teachings, all right, amongst all the Jews. Read.
And a ringleader of the sect of the Nazarenes.
And a what?
Ringleader of the sect of the Nazarenes.
A ringleader of the sect of the Nazarenes. Those are the Christians. That sect of the Nazarenes is talking about Jesus of Nazareth. So what are we reading in the Bible? These were the original Christians right here. Okay, understand that. These are the original Christians. Now, and what color were they? Jeremiah 14 and 2.
Bring it out.
What color were they? According to the Bible. For those who want to scoff and those who don't understand what the Bible's talking about. Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Come on.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black.
They are what?
Black unto the ground.
We could have stayed in Acts 21 and 37, real quick.
Bring it out.
Acts 21 and verse 37.
The book of Acts, chapter 21 and verse 37.
Come on.
And as Paul was to be led into the council, he said unto the chief captain, May I speak unto thee? Who said, Canst thou speak Greek? Art not thou that Egyptian?
That what?
Art not thou that Egyptian?
They mistake Paul for being an Egyptian. Why? Because the Egyptians have dark skin. This shows you that the original Christians were black.
Right.
Now, go back to the book, Byzantium. Go back to it. All right? Come on. I want you to scroll down a little bit. Okay, stop. You see to the right where it says slowly, almost imperceptibly, the new Christians?
Yes, sir.
All right, read that.
Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the new Christian church.
The what?
The new Christian church.
The new Christian church. Not the original, according to the Bible, what we just read. The new Christian church. This is going into the Roman Catholic Church.
Bring it out.
Showing you what? Remember, we fled into Rome. We lived in Rome.
Right.
But what happened? They took our ways from us and formed the new Christian church. Go back.
Bring it out.
Watch this.
Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the new Christian church developed its own ritual and doctrine.
You see, to develop its own ritual and doctrine, read.
Simulating much from the religion and philosophies of the varied peoples of the empire. Its leading thinkers and intellectuals.
Stop. Go down to the orange. Read that.
Christians also adopted rituals.
Are you chewing something, reader?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. What's going on with the reader today? Is he okay? You sick?
Yeah, right.
No, sir, I'm good.
Okay. All right, read that. But Christians also. Read that.
Christians also adopted rituals and dates from pagan religions.
You see that? These new Christians also developed rituals and new dates from pagan religions. What are some of those new dates? December 25th.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Y'all see that right there? Now, go to the next book. Age of Faith. I want page 32. Age of Faith, page 32. Watch this. Zoom in, and we're going to scroll down. All right. Start at Christianity's emergence. Watch this.
Christianity's emergence as a state religion had consequences for the church externally no less than internally. While still an imposed minority,
an oppressed minority,
Christians had come to regard their faith as Catholical universal.
Meaning what? So after the new Christian church was formed, it wasn't the dominant religion yet, okay? So it was still small. And they, remember it said they would change some of their philosophies and dates. So go back. It says Christians had come to regard their faith as Catholic universal, meaning what? They adopted those pagan beliefs. This is the new Christian church, the Roman Catholic Church. Right. Catholic or Catholica means all-inclusive or universal. Go back. Read.
Many argued that those who were outside the Christian community could not attain salvation.
Who are those many? The real Christians.
That's right.
Us, the Jews.
That's right.
Go back. Stay.
That's right.
It says many argue that those who are outside the Christian community could not attain salvation. Why? Because salvation is only for Israel.
That's right.
You understand? Read on.
Official recognition of the church afforded effective opportunity to discourage those who quarrel with any part of Catholic doctrine.
You see that? They discouraged any of us that went against the new Christian church. Read.
Wow. By imperial fiat, they were labeled heretics.
We were labeled heretics when we are the authentic ones.
That's right.
So they took our religion from us and labeled us heretics. Yes, I hope y'all see that thing.
Bring it up.
We going somewhere with this. Read.
Their meetings were broken up.
Man, our meetings what? In our safe houses. Our meetings in our safe houses, running from persecutions, our meetings were broken up. Read.
Books which contained their teachings were burned.
The Bible was burnt.
Bring it up.
You read that in Ezra. You read that in Maccabees. Go ahead.
And their property was confiscated.
And our property was confiscated. You read that in Hebrews. You read that in 2 Ezra 16. Go ahead.
With increasing frequency, those who refused to renounce their heresies were put to death.
Those who refused to bow down to white man Jesus, they put us to death.
That's right.
So what are we showing you? We're showing you the truth.
That's right.
According to the scriptures.
That's right.
That's what we want you to see.
Facts.
Now, from there, go to the church blitz. Give me that video, man. Because these evil Christians, and you black evil Christians should be ashamed of yourself.
That's shame.
Because if you knew the history, you would know what our oppressor did to us.
Right.
But what you do, you run behind them and follow after them. Play that clip.
With ya?
Pastor One.
So these are the brothers up in Detroit, went out there and blitzed Wine, you know the BB&CC Winans, Marvin Winans church.
Right.
All right?
Yes, sir.
And this is Marvin Winans in the car. Watch this. Go ahead.
Right now, you promised us to sit down, Pastor. Oh, that down. Pastor, we put the mic down. Sit down. What happened? Oh, you can come sit down with me. When? You said we're gonna sit. That's all we want to do. We'll leave if we'll leave. We called the office. Go ahead. Seriously. You don't have the Holy Ghost. No, out of hope. You have the Holy Ghost. We do have the Holy Ghost. Hey, get the scripture real quick. Check this out, Cap. John 14. We want to censor you. We want to censor you. Read that real quick.
John chapter 14, verse 21. He that has my commandment.
That's what we suck out the street, brothers. Let's go. Please.
In John 8:47, you can come back up here. John 8:47, real quick.
Bring it out.
Hey, you see, that's supposed to be the shepherd for the flock, right? But he's walking away. He's driving away. Is that Christ-like? Read what you got, real quick.
John chapter 8, verse 47. He that is of God.
Hey, I want all the Christians to hear this carefully. Read that one more time, slow.
He that is of God.
Anyone that say they are of God, right? Come on.
Heareth God's word.
So why is Pastor Marvin dropping away?
Mm-hmm.
Why he living?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he living?
Right.
Bring it out. You're blind out here? Right. Come on, people.
Bring it out.
What?
He that is of God heareth God's word. Ye therefore hear them not.
He said, ye therefore hear them not. Why is that?
Because ye are not of God.
Hey! You see why the black community is destroyed? Because the people, our get language, the leaders, the so-called pastors are teaching our people what they need to know to what? To bring our people out of captivity.
Right.
You see that?
Stop. And remember why? Because the Christian church ain't founded on God's laws.
Right.
It's founded on
Bring it up.
universalism. It's founded on pagan beliefs. It has nothing to do with the Bible.
Right.
Go back to it.
Why we acting like this is right? This is not.
Hey, it is Doc, and it is the day after Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, and we knew
pause
that
it.
there was going.
Hey, reader, read that caption at the top.
Let equip our brothers and sisters against this lying doctrine of demons now.
You see that? They choose the white man over their own brothers and sisters.
Come on now.
They call us lying. We could go to the Bible and prove everything.
man.
We could go to the history books and prove everything.
That's right.
We not the lying demons. How about the ones who took our identity
Bring it out.
and
Bring it
teach that they are us?
That's
What
right.
about the ones who raped, robbed, and murdered over 90% of the indigenous people over the Americas and then brought the southern kingdom of Israel over here to the Americas?
Right.
And over 100 million of us died in transport.
Bring it up.
How about that? They want to call their own brothers demons instead of looking at the evil
That's right.
Christianity
What the hell is
has
this?
done to our people.
Right.
Go back to the clip.
to be a blitz over a major church. They have been showing signs of it. This is probably not going to be the only video. There's probably more that comes out. But what groups like Cross Media, myself as individuals and others, what I believe, and I've prayed about this morning, is that with these blitzes, there's going to be a lot more because we're in a season where the weather's warmer. They're going to want to get out more, usually around the time of Christmas, whatnot. They're not going to do as much because the weather's a lot colder, especially up north. But what you guys are going to start seeing in these different, you're going to see more church blitzes because now the weather's out. Now you're in that season where you're dealing with Resurrection Sunday, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day. You can see more blitzes. So there's now comes the time that we need to be prepared to help our Christian churches to attack, and I'm using the word attack.
You see that?
Against
Stop.
IUIC.
Right.
Hey, you see that thing right there? So we ain't gonna play it off for the second time, but they got a hold of our precept sheet. It's like, I hope you get edified by it, because that's what's gonna happen to a lot of their members. They're gonna pass it. It's like, wait a second. Hey, this is right here.
Right.
We're not scared of that because guess
Bring it
what?
out.
We understand. Give me Job chapter 14, verse 4.
Bring it out.
Real quick. We understand you cannot defeat the truth with a lie.
That's
right.
So we are not scared at all. That's why he's scared. That's why they got to mobilize. The scriptures say you should always be ready to give an answer.
That's right.
They always get caught slipping because they don't have the truth.
That's
Read that.
right.
The book of Job, chapter 14 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
It's impossible for you Sunday Christians to bring something good out of what you're doing because it was built on the murder of the Israelites.
Yes.
Read it again.
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
Come on.
Not one.
Not one. So it doesn't matter. It don't matter what you do. But remember the words that he used. He said attack. Give me the book of John chapter 16, verse 1. I want verses 1 and 2. Right now, they're talking about gathering together, taking our precept sheet so they can combat us in doctrine. Go ahead. You're just going to get chopped up even worse.
Right.
That's right.
We got camp precepts, to keep it simple. But if you want to debate, you want to go over Acts 10, you want to go over Galatians. That's what you want to do. We'll deal with you,
Bring it up.
and we will destroy you and embarrass you in front of your members.
Right.
That's exactly what we'll do.
Right.
So understand this. What's going to happen is defeat after defeat is going to take place. And they're going to realize that everything they learned was a lie. And they can't destroy us.
That's right.
So what
And
you
you
think
know
they're going to
that's
do
right.
next? Read this.
The book of John, chapter 16 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
These things have I spoken unto you, that you should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogue.
Come on.
Yea, the time cometh, that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God's service.
Right. Because guess what? All of those brothers and sisters in the Christian church today all encompass the spirit of Esau.
Right.
And he is what? A murderer.
Right.
From the beginning, the spirit of Cain. And guess what? Everybody who follows after white man Jesus, their true colors are going to come out. So brothers and sisters, that's why we answered it like that with that brother. We understand the fate of a prophet.
Right.
We understand what's going to happen to those who serve the Lord.
That's
but
right.
we're putting y'all on notice. Hey, we ready.
That's right.
That's the thing about it. You have to die for something.
Right.
Yeah, you got to give your life for something. Rather it be dying for the Most High. At least you know without a shadow of a doubt that you got the kingdom of heaven waiting
That's
on you.
right.
So, hey, that concludes today's topic of the day. The fake Jews and you evil Christians, we know you run the world right now. But hey, we got next.
That's right.
We got next. Hey, all praise to the Most High. Hey, let's get into the rundown. We got Officer Obadiah, Officer Elijah, Officer Samson. IT, play the clip.
Play the clip.
Topic 1. Let's get into it. Read that.
Topic 1. World gone gay.
Well, damn it. World gone gay. Pull up the first one, please. Let's get into it.
Trans Day of Vengeance in Los Angeles.
We talked about this a little bit 2 weeks ago. This is Trans Day of Vengeance. And they allow them to do this. They didn't get arrested. All right, play that clip. Play that clip. So you got these gay people, these liberalists out here causing traffic, causing commotions. Where's the timer at, IT? IT, come on, man. Stay in the spirit, IT. How else we going to know if we on time or not?
Right.
Go back to the clip, please.
Lord
Update
have
that.
mercy.
Come on, y'all.
Let's go.
They are harassing citizens.
Look at that.
Hey, stop. Listen to what they chant. They said, "Whose street? Our street." So this is a game.
Right.
This is a group of hoodlums out here.
Right.
You had something, officer?
Yeah, I was just going to show you that it's a spirit that they're operating in. The Bible talks about that in Romans chapter 1, verse 26, beginning at verse 29. Romans chapter 1, verse 29. Just to show you the spirit that you just witnessed on that street, on that TV right there. They went from playing victims. Everybody's attacking the trans community. Now look at them.
Exactly.
Read that.
Exactly.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 29.
It just lists some of the spirits that come along with that homosexual spirit. Read that.
Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness.
Wickedness, covetousness, that's their street. That's covetous, read.
Maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity.
It's just showing you some of the spirits that you see on these people, so you wonder why they always in some mess. You wonder why it's always something going on with them, because they filled with all these spirits that God said they were going to have if they jump in that homosexual spirit.
Hey, the Dalai Lama. So this is world. This ain't just on American soil. This thing's spreading throughout the world. Bro. Dalai Lama, he's a spiritual leader out there in the East. Could you read that, please?
CNN defends Dalai Lama sucking child's tongue, nothing sexual.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Can you read that again?
CNN defends Dalai Lama sucking child's tongue.
Sucking children's tongue. Play the clip. Just play the clip.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
All right, so this is what we're going to have to do. This is a special report. We're going to have to get the official spokesman of NAMBLA, the National Association of Man Boy Love, Officer Elijah. Can you comment on what we just saw? Can you give us the play-by-play? You're on.
Break it down.
Cap, this is going into what the world is pushing right now. This is the direction that this goes into that, that like you say, NAMBLA, Man Boy Love Association. This is where the world is headed at. They're trying to push where it's okay and legal for men to mess with little boys.
No.
It's
Exactly.
wickedness.
And that was handled like a champion. I just want to let you know that. I want to let you know that. But hey, 100%, that's that, was that MAP, minor attracted persons.
Right.
They're pushing an agenda with that thing. Canadian bill. Pull it up. Yep.
Firstly, it enables the Attorney General to create a 2S LGBTQI+ community safety zone to prohibit within 100 meters of the property any homophobic, transphobic act of intimidation, threat, offensive threats, offensive remarks, protest, disturbance, and distribution of hate propaganda within the meaning of the criminal code. It also comes with it a penalty of $25,000 if prosecuted successfully.
I'm offended by this press conference.
What
The hell is this? So they're saying what? If you teaching against them or have any literature, if you're saying anything against them,
wow,
against them, you will be prosecuted automatically. That's in Canada. You had some Officer Sampson?
Yes, sir. And Kev, you already know who this going against. It's going against God's people. It's going against the Israelites.
Exactly.
That's what it's going against. And like we read earlier, the law is their strength. They make laws against everything against the Most High God.
Right.
Give me 2 Ezra 15, 24. This is ridiculous. Because this world is going to destruction.
Right.
That's why we see the wars, the rumors of wars, the earthquakes, all the famines coming.
And you know that's right.
Read.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 21. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen.
24.
Verse 24. Woe to them that sin.
Destruction to them that sin. Read.
And keep not my commandments.
And keep not my commandments. So we got to fear God and keep his commandments. If not, you're going to get destroyed.
Hey, real quick, naked education. Naked education, play the clip.
Come on now, dog.
As teenagers, you're always thinking, I'm so fat.
There have definitely been times that I've looked in the mirror and hated what I see.
Stop.
This is a
Take the
baby
disclaimer. Take the disclaimer down. All right, play it.
To becoming more accepting of who you are.
Being naked is not a bad thing at all.
0, please.
Educate!
I think it's time that we see what real male bodies look like.
Whoa.
Naked men.
Wow.
Do you know what? Your happiness shouldn't be reliant on whether you have this perfect shape.
A groundbreaking new series, Naked Education,
What
starts
is
Tuesday
this?
at 8 on Channel 4.
Stop.
Wait
I
a
think,
minute.
man, when
Wait
I
a
saw this, bro, I
minute.
couldn't believe what I was seeing.
The
But
hell is this?
I did say it. I think it was the Sierra, the Coon of the Week. America is turning right back into ancient Greece and Rome.
Right.
I hope y'all see that thing right there. Hide your kids, hide your wives, because they out there. And they're going to, for who? They're attacking the children.
Right.
Cartoon Network, pull it up. Cartoon Network.
Wow.
Watch this.
Cartoon Network pushes woke gender ideology for kids. Addressing someone using their pronouns and names shows that you respect them as their authentic self.
So they're doing what? They're reprogramming them in these, not just in school, because that was the naked education. That was like in a school setting.
Right.
But that's what it's pushing for. And then now you got it on the things they watch, Cartoon Network. So they're learning these behaviors everywhere. This is that gross darkness that we was going over earlier. Play this clip. Stop. Read the first one.
Gender pronouns describe a person's gender identity. Examples of pronouns are she, her, they, them, and ziri.
Go ahead.
If you're comfortable, you can share your own pronouns. Hi, my name is Cam.
For the sake of time, we can't go through it all because it's going to take time to read it. But they got images out there. That's just like giving the beast power to speak.
Right.
That's what this is. Not just white Jesus. All right, it's the whole thing that comes with it. What you got, officer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you're seeing here is exactly what Job was talking about. He calling them they are worse than, you don't even want to leave them with dogs.
Right.
That's how vile they are as a people. Go ahead, Cap.
More confusion.
Better say it.
What is a woman? What is a woman? Play that clip.
You will not believe the toughest question New Zealand's caretaker Prime Minister has received so far.
How do you and how does this government define a woman?
This is stop. So this is New Zealand, right? So we showed you the Dalai Lama, America, all these different countries, the UK,
Right.
all of that. This is all over the world. That's what we want y'all to understand. Not just in America, it's everywhere. Run it back. Go ahead.
You will not believe the toughest question New Zealand's caretaker Prime Minister has received so far.
How do you and how does this government define a woman?
To be honest, Sean, that question's come slightly out of left field for me. Biology, sex, gender.
Wow! He knows if he answers
People
it
define
straight up.
themselves. People define
he
their
knows
own
that,
genders.
IT, come on, man. He knows that if he answers it straight up, they're gonna come after him and take away his place. Exactly. That's what he understands. To the point where they got a documentary out right now that is called, I think, What is a Woman? Play that, a little bit of that, snippet of that commercial.
The hell is this?
Come on.
Sick of it.
What is a woman? Can you tell me that? Well, you're at the Women's March. You must have some idea. Yeah. Please, if one person could tell me what a woman is.
You are not here for women. We ask you to leave.
What is that?
I'm a husband. I'm a father of 4. I host a talk show. I give speeches. I write books. I like to make sense of things.
A woman is not anything in particular.
There is not one particular thing.
It could be many things to many people.
Some women have penises, right? Some men have
Stop!
What?
The hell? The hell's going on? You look like you want to say something about that.
Yes, sir. Give me
Wayne,
Ecclesiastes 7:29. He made man upright.
Mm-hmm. Go, come on.
Let's go fast.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 29. Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions.
So God made man upright. He did not make a woman with a penis.
Right. There ain't no such thing as that thing right there, man. But here it is, arrested for preaching. Let's see what this Florida pastor was arrested for. Sounds very similar to the Canadian bill. All right, let's play that clip. Watch this.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I can't do that.
Hey, where's the little title that comes? All right, read that.
Florida pastor arrested at pro-abortion rally for preaching the word of God.
Right, they're talking about killing people, killing babies, and he's teaching against it. So go to the clip.
That's considered hate.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. No, I have to speak.
You're not operating a loudspeaker.
You guys get that? You guys get that? Yeah, I have equipment. I do.
Can I be ready?
Yeah.
You can record, but you're going to back up a little bit.
Oh, she's with me. She's
going to back up a little bit. Now you're retained, ma'am. You're going to step back just a little bit. Thank you.
Excuse me. Don't do that. Don't do that. I have to get this
number 6.
Ma'am, you try to move in, you're going to go with them. If you move in past this line, you're going to go with them, okay?
Can you pull up to front of the courthouse, please?
Well, because there was no decibel number. There has to be a decibel number. There has to be a decibel number.
So obviously, you can see the way the Earth is going. These are the warning signs letting us, this is the reality. This is how it's going to be. Yes, officer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you're seeing here is showing you they doing that to the Christians. Who you think they're going to do that next?
You already know.
You're facing it right now.
You already know. Hey, let's go to topic 2, y'all. Topic 2. You know, whatever we don't get to this week, pass it on to next week.
That's right. That's all right with that.
Topic 2.
Right. Yeah.
World currency.
Bring it out.
Okay, let's get into it.
Let's go.
BRICS currency.
IT. Come on.
Let's go, IT.
Y'all all right? It's done.
Sheesh, read that.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are developing a new currency.
Right. This is BRICS. This is called BRICS, the BRICS Alliance. Next, go to the next article. Yeah, read that.
Middle class to be crushed as BRICS nations move away from U.S. dollar, says Bitcoin bull Robert Kiyosaki.
That's good. You did good. Blow it up. So let's say the middle class and lower class is going to be impacted by this. And we're going to read why. Read this.
Message.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, author Robert Kiyosaki thinks U.S. President Joe Biden is crushing the middle class as U.S. political and macroeconomic policies drive the dollarization.
Okay. It drives de-dollarization around the world. Read on. Come on, IT.
Kiyosaki says in a new interview with London Real that Saudi Arabia is joining the BRICS groups of nations due to Biden's decision to pull U.S. troops out of Afghanistan in 2021.
Jump down to Kiyosaki predicts.
Kiyosaki predicts that 70% of the world's population would eventually be using a gold-backed Chinese yuan as their main currency via the BRICS alliance.
Stop. So it's showing you what? If it's gold-backed, hey, who can say that they just got gold bricks at their house? Or gold bars at their house? People. Yeah, rich people got that. Right. But the rest of Americans, they ain't going to be able to sustain.
Nope.
Go to the next article or video. Whatever's next. Okay, yeah. Play that.
The dollar is facing a revolt.
The world knows it as the king of currencies, but the dominance of the dollar is now under threat. More and more countries are looking for alternatives, and China's yuan is emerging as a clear challenger. Beijing is pursuing a string of deals. The latest one is with Brazil. Brazil and China are ditching the dollar. From now on, they'll use their own currencies for trade. So China is pushing the yuan. What about the Indian rupee? It's not far behind. The Indian rupee is also emerging as a serious contender. And why are these trends significant? Because currencies drive commerce. The dollar's dominance gives the US an outsized influence on the global economy, and a shift away from the dollar will only hurt America.
Hey, real quick, for the second time,
hasten.
let's go to the next article, and then we'll do closing scriptures, and then sign off, man. So as you can see, no. Go to the Chinese yuan. Thank you. Read that.
China's yuan replaces dollar as most traded currency in Russia.
Read it again.
China's yuan replaces dollar as most traded currency in Russia.
So it's already started in Russia. You see, y'all understand this, right? This is happening right now.
Right.
I got a quick script. I'm handing it to you officers. Give me Jeremiah chapter 15. Not 15, but 50. And I want verse 23. Watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 23.
Watch this.
How is the hammer of the whole world cut asunder?
Read it again.
How is the hammer of the whole world cut
Read it again.
How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
So it say, how is the kingpin of the world currency falling? How is this even possible? Right. Read it again.
How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Come on.
How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Because God said.
That's right.
That's why. That's all you got to worry about. God is causing this thing, and we ought to rejoice for that thing. Right?
That's right.
All praises. All right, officers, what y'all got? Make it quick. What y'all got?
Let me get Psalms 37 and 19.
Say it quick with them.
Bring it
You
out.
see that? Say it quick with
Quick.
them.
Just trying to motivate somebody, bless somebody today.
There you go.
Quick draw me.
The book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 19. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time.
It's the Israelites, the so-called blasphemous matters of Native America. If you keep the commandment, you should not be ashamed, read.
And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied.
They shall be what?
Satisfied.
They shall be satisfied. So keep the commandments in the faith of Jesus Christ, and you shall be satisfied in the evil time.
All praises.
Hey, give me Ezekiel 3 and 17. Ezekiel 3 and 17. Just so our people can understand what we're doing on this show.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
That's why we always talk to our people, read.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
That's what we're doing. We're warning you. Look at what's going on in the world. Look at what's going on in the government. Look at what's going on against our people. We're warning you right now to get your life right. What does God want us to do? Keep his commandments.
Let me get Revelation 18 and 4. And we giving you all the warning. Now this is your job. Go ahead, read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Judgment is coming.
That's right.
The Most High God say, stay away. Separate yourself from this place.
That's right.
Hey, all praises to the Father. Give the Most High another round of applause, man. Another episode of Writings on the Wall. Let's get ready for FCN, Captain Zakar, Captain Severus. But before we close out, you know what we do. We like to do this at the end of every show.
Right.
We got all of our panelists here. You got Officer Obadiah from the mighty tribe of Levi.
Hey, shalom. Sign Christ bless. Great clap. Great
show.
Great show.
All right. And then we got Officer Elijah.
Hey, shalom, Israel. Vote Elijah. Great show.
And then we got Officer Samson.
Shalom, Israel. Most High Christ bless. Y'all already know. Keep the commandments and faith to Jesus Christ, and we shall get the kingdom.
Ain't gonna lie. All of y'all was on it to me. So it is what it is. But we just do, this is what we do on Writings on the Wall.
Right.
It looks nice. Look at it. It looks really good. But nah, everybody was on point today. Who's the winner?
All praise.
Who is it?
Officer Elijah.
Okay, Officer Elijah. I couldn't tell. I was like, which one is it? All praise.
Thank you, Israel.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. We're signing off. Take the screen down. IT. Oh, gosh. I'm trying to get a smooth sign off. Say all praise to the Most High. I'm going to pass it to my right.
Shalom, shalom, Officer Obadiah.
Shalom, Israel, Officer Elijah.
Shalom, Israel, Officer Sampson.
Hey, and Lord's will, we'll be back with another show. And with that, we say
Shalom.
Shalom.